let's move on to Jeb Bush campaigning. This is my take. Campaigning with Barack Obama in Miami on Friday. This is what he said about President Obama.
I am incredibly honored to be here to welcome such distinguished guests to our beloved state. Mr. President, as you have said, education achievement is not a Republican issue or a Democrat issue. It is an issue of national priority.
What do you make of this going on stage, a la Charlie Crist, with Barack Obama to tout education policy, which, for all I can tell, most of his education policy is strangled by the NEA and the American Federation of Teachers?
Well, I mean, this is a guy that eliminated the voucher program in D.C. I mean, Jeb Bush has been one of the leading advocates for educational choice in the country and education reform. And certainly there's some things the Obama administration and Arne Duncan has done to try to, particularly in the area of teacher merit pay for teachers and forcing teachers to be more accountable, which certainly he should be commended by, and maybe that's what Jeb is focused on. But overall, the president has fallen well short of the mark on education, and has, in fact, taken steps backwards to give parents the kind of choices and control of the education system that they deserve. So, look, I'm sure he's just being hospitable in Florida, but I wouldn't be doing that speech.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the president knows Florida is a critical state for his reelection. He goes down there, he raises an enormous amount of money, $1 million at 2 fundraisers, and he gets the cover of the former governor of Florida on stage praising him.
Well, all I can say is, I think Obama's record on education is sorely lacking. And while, again, I mentioned a couple of things that they've done as positive in taking on. You're not afraid
to criticize the Bushes, are you, Rick?
Well, I think I've said I wouldn't be doing that speech. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, I'm not criticizing. I'm just telling you what I'd do. I wouldn't do that speech.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Well, because I don't think the president's education policy has been the best policy for America. I think that the most important thing we can do in the education field is to give parents control of the education system, because they're the ones responsible for the education of their children, and we have to have a system in place that gives them the power, both about power from the standpoint of where their children go to school, but also the resources that are spent and the way their program is designed. And the president is completely against that, and so I would not be giving a speech lauding the president on his education initiatives.